my name is Linda Signal and I am a Headsweats ambassador. This is my second year of being an ambassador, and I want to thank you for coming and sharing this workout with me. A little bit about myself: I'm a runner. I have been running for about 12 years, and I've run every distance from 1 mile to ultra marathon, and in all the running and all those races, I'm usually wearing Headsweats. I love their product, and I'm just super happy to be able to work with them and to be able to represent them. The last race that I was training for was the Big Sur Marathon, and it was postponed like every other race because of quarantine and shelter at home. But they are announcing soon. Actually, the announcement's going to happen on Monday when the date for the marathon's going to be. So soon I will have a race on my schedule, and I will be training for something, so that's pretty exciting as well. When in Headsweats asked the ambassadors if they would like to lead a workout, I was excited to be able to show you these Lebert Equalizers. And I wanted to show them to you because I know that they look like dip bars, and they are dip bars. I do dips on them. They're great dip bars. But I also use them to do exercises that help me in my running. And so I wanted to show how you can use these equalizers to promote better running. So that's what I'm gonna focus the exercises on. Now, if you don't have any equalizers right now, that is fine. What you can do is you can put tape on the ground, or you can just put maybe a towel. You will have to have probably 2 chairs or something to give yourself a little bit of support at some point. Otherwise, you can just visualize or use some tape or a towel or something. I'm also going to use these stretch straps, and they're just what they're called. They're just for stretching. So if you have some yoga straps, or if you have a towel or something, whatever you usually use for stretching, you can go ahead and use that. All right, it is time to get started. And we're gonna start off with a little bit of a warm-up, of course, because you can't do anything if you don't warm up. I am just walking through the Leberts, just doing a really simple pattern. And you warm up at your leisure. It took me quite a while to believe that the warm-up is as important as it really is. Once I started really warming up better, my runs were better, and I think I was less injury prone. It really is important. Now, what I'm gonna do, little squat. Little squat. Now, when I feel like it, when you feel like it, just take your squats as deep as you want. You can go a little bit deeper. All right, I'm going to do it a few more times. How about 3 more? Now, after this last squat, I'm going to step out. All right, it's time to bring my heart rate up. And so I'm going to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. And I have my husband here who is going to help me. He is my timer. Hi.
Hello.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, now the next thing I want to do is warm up my hamstrings a little bit. I'm just going to take straight legs right across. They can be big or not so big. It's up to you. Now this last one, I'm gonna step all the way out. Stretch. Again. And stretch. Get a good one. A few more times. Last two for sure. All right, I know we're gonna be doing some push-ups. So I need to warm up my legs a little, my arms a little bit. I'm going to do a big arm pattern and just laterally walk through these equalizers. But if you prefer, you could just do some arm circles. Keep your legs moving. I'm just walking laterally. That's it. But moving my arms at the same time. One more, and then I'm going to shuffle in the back and shuffle in the front. Okay, that'll give me 3. So this is 1, and this is 2. A shuffle at the end, back, and then front. Let's just do this pattern a couple more times. One more and then a shuffle. This will be our last time. All right, it is time to get started. And I am a lucky mommy today. I've got my son helping me. He's home from college. This is Isaiah. He's my son. He goes to Sac State. And because of, quarantine, he's home. He actually has a class in just a few minutes, so we have to go quickly because he's going to abandon us pretty soon. He knows this routine, and it's just some lateral stepping. All right, why don't you show it very slowly? Nice high knees. Take a pause at the end. Nice high knees. Take a pause at the end. I like it. Great. All right, now, I don't know how many that was, but I'd like you, now we're gonna speed it up a little bit, and he's gonna do 4. So you're gonna go back, front, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take a pause. Now, I want you guys to do the same thing if you wanna do 5 or 6, and then take a pause. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't try to keep up with him, just do it at your own pace, but we wanna do the lateral movement at least twice before you take a pause. All right, let's see what you got. All right, nice, I like it. Now, as a runner, what we tend to do is stay on one plane. Any endurance athlete basically stays on one plane and they do the same repetitive motion all the time. It basically causes muscle imbalances, and you will be much better off if you can try to fit in any kind of lateral movements into your training. Now, to just give you a specific reason, as a runner, one of the muscles that will help you run a very strong gait is a muscle called the gluteus medius. The gluteus medius is in your bottom, but it's really high and it's kind of on the sides. The only way really to train that muscle is by doing lateral motions, but when it's nice and strong, it helps you have a nice, stable, stride when you run. You got any more in you? How about it? Just a couple more. Sets of 4. So lateral movements stabilize your gait. They really do. When I started adding lateral movements, my running became a lot stronger. All right, the next thing we want to do is just some jumping. Jumping adds so much to your training as well. You need to catch your breath, or are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, he knows this one too, and I'm the one who gets confused as to how to call it out. So why don't you do it first? You can call it for me. What did you do it? 2 in, 2 out? All right, out.
Start out and
All right.
then
In.
1 in, 1 out, 1 out.
All right, in, out. In, out, in, out. Whew, I did it right this time. All right, it's really not that difficult. I think it's more difficult for me to say than it is to actually occur. Okay, one more time. Let's do it slowly. All right, you want to keep the front of your body forward. You're going to twist at your torso. And don't forget, you can use your arms to really pump you up. All right, now in this case, before I asked you to do 4 before you took a breath, but jumping's hard, so you can take a breath as much as you want. I think you could probably make it back and forth before a breath, but if you want to take a breath every time, whatever, because if you've ever jumped rope, it's pretty difficult. Okay, let's see how it looks fast. Woo, nice. All right, why are we doing these jumping activities, these kind of exercises? The main reason is balance, really. If you're a runner, you have probably taken a stumble. You've probably fallen, and the last thing in the world you want to do is fall down. And when that little squirrel scurries along, you have to move. You don't want to fall on the ground. Balance is really, it can't be overstated. Another reason we're doing this is because it strengthens your ankles. Now, I've had only a couple of injuries that have really taken me out of the game, and an Achilles injury will take you out of the game. As we age, your Achilles loses its elasticity. And so if you specifically work them with a little bit of jumping, you can fight the atrophy that happens with age. Got one more? One more set. Nice. Nice. All right. Now we have one more exercise, kind of agility exercise, and that's just simple, and it's just hopping, just on one leg, just hop. That's it. You can do it in your hallway. You can do it up and down any area. Hop on one leg, and that's all. That's it. Hop on one, and then switch legs. Awesome. And you can take a break whenever you want. Take a little pause, and then pick it up again. We're hopping to strengthen our calves. You want to dynamically work and strengthen your calves. Oftentimes your calves just aren't strong enough to handle the load you're putting on them. You want your calves to be strong and explosive, and hopping exercises will do that, and you can do all sorts of other exercises to use. Walk on your toes, but you want to always work them out. Alrighty. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. If you think you're ready, you can up it a little bit. You can do 2. All right, awesome. All right, you got 3. Oh, I heard something.
Yeah, my sister again.
All right. Oh, all right. This is the big one. Oh, you almost didn't make that one. Oh, okay. Yes. Woo. Nice job, Isaiah. Thank you. Class awaits. Thank you for helping. Now, I am not that thirsty because really I didn't do a whole lot of work. But if you were doing that, you should probably take a little break while I'm talking and get yourself some water. Now, this is really what the reason I bought these equalizers is to do this exercise because I love this exercise so much. To me, this is where it all comes together for runners. We are always being told that we need to work our hips and we need to work our hip flexors, and we're on the ground doing whatever they're called, clamshells, constantly. The problem with those exercises is that they work, and I've done plenty of them and they definitely work, but they're so unpleasant that you only tend to do them when something hurts you and you don't do them regularly and consistently. So whatever's hurting you stops hurting you, you stop doing the exercises. This is something that I've been able to do more consistently and put into my program so that it can be used as something preventative. Now, and all I'm gonna do is I'm going to walk over and walk backwards. That's it. One with one leg, one with the other leg. So I'm gonna do it 8 times. I'll just show you. Here's 1. I'm still on 1. This is still 1. And that's 1. So I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I'm gonna take my shoes off really quick. I really prefer to do this exercise without my shoes on because there's an element of balance to it, you know? So after I go back and forth, then I'm gonna do it on the side. I'm just gonna do this. That's 1, and it's still 1. All right, and I'll do all of it 8 times. All right, so I'm just gonna ask for a beat and get to work. I'm on 4. Here's 5. All right, 2 more. All right, starting on the side. exercises are going to be about the glute. So whenever I do any glute work, I like to do this exercise first. I'm just going to lift my leg 8 times and then lift the other leg 8 times. This exercise serves to activate your glutes so that when you do squats or you do something else, your glutes are ready to go. All right, now I get the help of another son. This one is Isaiah. This is not Isaiah. This one is Gavin. You already met Isaiah. Gavin is going to do a combo, which is a hip opener squat combo. This is what it looks like. Take a little squat. All right. How about 8? Now, your squats are super important. Your squat actually lifts your leg. Not your squat, but your gluteus muscle, it lifts your leg when you run. And so it's important that it's strong. It's important that it's activated. It provides strength, it provides stability, it provides propulsion. But what's more, if your gluteus maximus isn't doing its work, all your other muscles will, and they become very overworked. When your hamstrings are always sore, it might be because you're not working your gluteus when you run. So it's important to activate them. It's important to try to strengthen them. All right. I'm gonna do another set with you. We'll see what we can do. All right, here we go. What? Yeah, all right. You ready?
Yep.
That's 2. And 3. 4. And 5. 2 more. Last one. All right, that was pretty good. All right, the next exercise we're moving to is the push-up. Now the push-up, we're gonna do an incline push-up here. And I love using the Lebert to do your incline push-up because, you know, the reason for a push-up anyway for a runner is because it really creates like functional stability of the core. Not just because it strengthens your upper body, but it strengthens your whole core. And this adds that stability to it. All right, let's see 10 of them. If you don't have these Leberts, all you have to do is a push-up. Looking good. You can get incredible range of motion by using this as a tool.
10.
All right, take a little break, and I'll do the next set with you. You got enough room?
Yep.
All right, I'll call them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, 10, 9, and 10. All righty. That's pretty fun. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to put on my shoes, put them on, because the next exercise You need the shoes on. All right, I'm gonna take these Leberts to the floor. I think I'll only be needing one from this point on, so I'll put that one out of the way. All right, we're gonna do a bridge next. So if you don't have Leberts, all you need to do is do a bridge, and then we'll do other core work on the floor, and you won't need it if you don't have it. The Leberts add a nice little dimension to doing a bridge though. All right, so I'm gonna come up and then I'm gonna straighten my legs. So up, straight leg, and then down. That's 2. I'm gonna do 10. All right, a little break, and then 10 more. All right, here we go, 10. The next exercise will be what I call, well, I don't call it, I think that someone else calls it in and outs. And so I'm just gonna put my feet in, and then I'm gonna put them out. I need to. That's 2 and 3. There's 8. 2 more. All right. Little break, and we'll do 10 more. Last one. All right, we only have one exercise left, and they are pull-ups. Now, you can make this exercise a little bit more difficult if you straighten your legs. I'm going to use bent legs, and I'm gonna do 10 pull-ups. Here we go. All right, and that is our last exercise, but we have some stretching to do, and I really like using the equalizer with this stretch because the weight helps you straighten your leg. 30 seconds. hard to get it wrong, you just straighten your leg. You can do it with your other leg bent like I have mine. You can straighten your other leg if you want. Now, I'm holding it for 30 seconds, but a static stretch, you can hold anywhere from 20 seconds to 90 seconds. All right. You really don't want to have your leg completely locked straight. You know, a slightly bent knee takes the pressure off your knee. All right, we've done a lot of work with our abductors. So adductors, so I'm gonna stretch both. These are a great little tool. All right, so keep this leg straight. I'm gonna try to keep it pointed to the ceiling. Lay back. This arm out. And you just do this to your comfort level. 30 seconds. Again, point this leg toward the sky and just pull till you feel a little resistance. I'm gonna switch legs. Point. And go. Now, we've done a lot of work on our hip flexors, so I also want to go ahead and stretch those for a little bit. Put one leg in front, make it a nice big distance. All right. Just make sure your knee doesn't come above your toe. Press. side. And just go as far as you feel comfortable. One last stretch, and we're stretching our calves. And again, I'm going to use these handy straps, put them around the balls of my feet. And I'm going to pull those heels off the ground as much as I can, standing straight up. Sitting straight up. I'm definitely not standing. This feels good. Right, that was our last stretch, our last exercise. Thank you so much for joining me for the workout. Thank you, Headsweats, for giving me the opportunity to do the workout. I hope that you saw some ways that you could use the equalizer, maybe in ways you didn't think of before. And have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.